Hello all, my name is Rahman and welcome to another data science web scraping project video. Today in this video I am going to scrap one of the most popular and one of the most used website known as Wikipedia.org. So we all of us know what is Wikipedia.org, so I don't need an introduction for that. So in this video I am going to scrap the name of the countries from a table on the wikipedia.org. So I'm going to show the article. So we all of us know what is Wikipedia. So from the Wikipedia we find a million topics, we find a lot of information. It's about the history, if it is about the artificial intelligence or machine learning and all of those stuff. So today I will be scrapping this website wikipedia.org. So from this website I have the list of Asian countries by their area. First of all I have the Russia, and in this table here I have the rank, their country, their area, their notes and their facts. So from all of these I'm going to scrap this country names, and I'm going to also try to scrap this notes or this facts, and I will also try to scrap this rank. So as usual I'm going to use here the Jupyter notebook. So in this video I'm going to use here the Jupyter lab because we get a lot of features in the Jupyter lab. So first, for using the Jupyter lab or Jupyter notebook, you should have the Anaconda navigator on your computer. So it's an environment for your computer. So I'm going to give the video link in the description below for setting up your environment of the Anaconda navigator. If you are using the VS Code, then it's also fine. Okay, so I'm going to use the Anaconda navigator, Anaconda prompt here I have opened, and then here I am going to type my directory, okay, and then my drive name, and then I'm going to go to the code, and then this already I have created data science Wikipedia web scraping project. I have already created this folder. So in this folder I have all these things I'm going to delete, and then I'm going to copy this path, and then I'm going to paste something like CDF, and then I'm going to open the Jupyter lab. It's going to take some time for opening. So here I'm going to create a new file. Now here this is untitled. I'm going to change the name later on. And guys, the code that I'm going to write here right now is you have to practice that on your computer. So if you want to just test the code by copying, then the code will be given, my GitHub link will be given in the description below, so that you can go there and copy the code. Now I'm going to import some of the modules like Pandas. I'm also going to import here the BeautifulSoup. Before importing BeautifulSoup on our computer, it should be installed also, right? So for installing BeautifulSoup, you have to type something like pip install bs4, which is BeautifulSoup, and then you have to save this file and run it. If you are doing that in the Jupyter lab or Jupyter notebook, then you have to type something like this, exclamation mark, and then type pip install bs4, and it's showing me requirement already satisfied because already I have installed it on my computer. But if you want to do this with the Anaconda prompt, then you have to just open it, and then you have to open a new Anaconda prompt, and then just type there conda install bs4. Or if you're not using the Anaconda navigator, then if you are using any other IDE like PyCharm, if you are using the VS Code or other IDEs, then you have to open the file explorer, and then there you have to open the file location, and then you have to open the terminal command prompt, and then you have to type something like pip install BeautifulSoup, something like this, or bs4. You don't have the exclamation mark. Right now here I have the requirement already satisfied for the BeautifulSoup. Now here I have to now install the pandas for pandas. So I'm going to use the pandas library because here later on you have to create here the pandas data frames and all of those stuff. So that's why I'm running this. So it's already showing me requirement satisfied. Again, if you want to install this with the Anaconda prompt, then you have to just type conda install pandas. Or if you want to just do with the other IDEs like PyCharm, VS Code or Sublime Text, then open the file location, open the command prompt, and then just type it install pandas, then it's going to install on our computer. Now we have installed on our computer right now, and here guys I'm going to use here the requests. It's a type of package that has come with the Python. We don't have to install it separately. Now what we have to do is I'm going to delete this cell, we don't need it right now, and I wanted to restart the kernel here right now. By clicking on this one, then it's going to restart. It's ready. Now what you have to do guys here is, here you have to import here the libraries. First of all I'm going to import here the request, ESTS requests, and then I'm going to import here the pandas as PD, and below this one I'm going to import the beautiful soup from PS4 import beautiful soup, and then guys you have to click on this one, then it's going to run. Now here I have run this one right now. Now our pattern here is that I'm not going to right click and do all of this stuff. My pattern is I have to just copy the URL and then save it, and then here I'm going to copy the full. If I open this, I click here on this page and view page source, then I'm going to get a new page where I will be getting a lot of thousands of lines of codes. If I scroll down, how many lines? I have 1,258 lines of code. So I want to copy all of this code, and then from this code I want to copy a class, and from this class I want to minimize all of this stuff. So I'm not going to copy all of this stuff because it's a big task, something we don't need in this one, so I don't want this. I'm not going to do in this way. So other way what we can do is you have to give here something like this URL. So I'm just saving here the URL. I'm just going to give here the URL of this page, and the URL is going to give the requests.get, and then in the brackets what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the HTML code from the page, okay, so that I don't have to right click and then click on the view page or something like that. Now requests.get, I'm going to copy this one, and in this one I have to paste it, save it, and here I have the HTTPS Wikipedia.org list of countries by their area. Now what I have to do is I have to give something like text, and below this one I am going to give something like soup, then it's going to be equal to beautiful soup, beautiful soup, okay, and then in the brackets I am going to call this URL, and then guys beside this one I am going to use here the LXML, and I'm going to talk about what is LXML. So this is basically in the beautiful soup. I'm going to talk about the use of LXML in the beautiful soup and Python. Now let's print the soup, and then guys I'm going to use here the 35, and I'm going to run it. It's going to show me all of this code, and this is 1000 lines of code, more than 1000 lines of code. What is LXML in beautiful soup? What does it do? LXML can make use of beautiful soup as the parser backend in the beautiful soup. Just like beautiful soup can employ LXML as a parser when using beautiful soup from LXML. However, the default is to use the Python's integrated HTML parser in the HTML module. But here I am going to use the LXML in the beautiful soup because I don't want to use that. Right now here I am going to create a new thing like my table. So what I'm doing is I'm going to call this table right now. So I'm just going to create a variable which is going to my table, and it's going to be soup.find, and then from this one here I have to find a class. I should search for a class. Okay, so I have already searched for a class. So first of all here I am going to click this F and then types class. So there are 406 class, and then Wikipedia, it's going to be something like wiki tables. I think this is the one which is going to be something like wiki sortable, this one. Okay, so here I'm going to right click. I'm just going to remove this, I don't want here right now, and then I'm going to copy table here, and the comma beside this one I'm going to give a space, and then flower braces, and in the flower braces I'm going to create a class. So the class is going to be something like this class, and beside the class here you have to use the semicolon, and then here you have to type something like table, and then it's going to be sort table. Okay, now below this line here I have to give something like my table because here we have created the variable, right? Now I'm going to run it, and then we are going to get a lot of things like this, and just we are finding this class wiki table sortable. Okay, and then this is going to be, I'm going to minimize that because I don't want that. So I have just returned this code because I want to go in a part. So from a whole code we are just finding the class, and then again here I'm going to write the code for just finding the tags, and then I'm going to find here the countries. It's pretty simple. So in other, if you saw my other videos, there I have used the Chrome driver, right, in the LinkedIn web scraping project, or if it is the web scraping the Flipkart, then there I have used the Chrome driver. So in this case, I am not going to use it. I can use it, but I don't want to use that. So I want to do in a different way. So I'm doing in this way, and here I'm going to give something like link equal to, here I'm going to give the my table, and my table dot find all. Okay, find all, and then the brackets, what I have to do is I have to give here something like this. And first of all, what I want to do is I want to just scrap the country names. Okay, and then I'm going to right click here, inspect this elements. Now I want to come on the country names, or what we can do is we can just right click on the China and inspect this one, right? But I wanted to see in which tag is this China. So this is the Wiki China is in the tag of the A, and here I have the Wiki Russia. So what I've done is I want to just show you here where it is in the Wiki Russia. Okay, here in the Wiki Russia, it's in the A tag. All the country names are just in the A tag. So if I see there, what we say, their flags, inspect this element, and then their flag is in the span tag, right? So I just want the countries here. So for the countries, what we can give here is A. We want to just find the A tag, right? For the A tag, we can run in this way, but here again we have to give something like links and run it. It's going to find all of the A tags, and in the A tags we have all of the countries like Wiki Maldives, Singapore, and Brunei, and we have one of the countries like Russia. Just we have the Asian countries right now, and I don't want this information also. So now here in this case, I want to give here the countries, and then it's going to be the empty, because I'm going to use here the append. So if you don't know the use of append, what it does is, here I have created the empty list, and then I'm going to give the information in a other place, and then I'm going to fill from there itself. I'm going to show you that. So for link in links, I'm going to give, and below this, here I'm going to use something like countries, and then it's going to be append. Okay, it's append, and then in the brackets I'm going to give something like link.get, and it's going to be the title. The title, for the title we should give something like title, and here I should give something like this, countries.append. For link in links, so what I've done is I'm giving something like get the title of this country names, and then from there you have to fill this in the countries.append. So it's pretty simple using the append. So this is why they have created a function called append. Now below this one, I'm going to print the countries again, print countries, and I'm going to close it and run it. So we are getting all of the countries. But right now, guys, you are just getting here the countries. We don't want just the countries. I want the countries in a manner. Like I want to be arranged like first one I should get the Russia, Europe and Russia, non-China, Taiwan, and I should get in this way, right? But I don't want in this way. So for doing this things in this way, you have to create a data frame. And now in this case, the pandas is going to work. Okay, and this we are going to give PD. We have giving the PD because we have imported the pandas as PD. So we are using here the PD data frame, and then the data frame we have created, and it's going to be empty. And below this one I'm going to create something like df country, and it should be something like this country, and again it's going to be the brackets. Now you may be understanding that in which pattern I am doing this. First I have created this countries, this is empty, and then I have given the for link in links. I'm calling all of the names all of these countries. So what I've done is I have find the A. I've searched that in the A tag there are all of the country names. So that's what I have done here. And then I have get their title. From this one I got their title, which is Hong Kong. The title is Hong Kong. I got it, right? And then I printed all of the countries, and then these are in this way. But I have created a data frame. There I have given pd.data frame, and in that data frame I am going to create a new column which is going to be the country, and then the country is going to be equal to countries, then the name of the, then I'm going to store the countries in this country. Okay, so this is how it's going to work. Now I'm going to run it and it's going to store the information. Here I'm going to give something like df and run it, then we are going to get the countries in a different manner. If I show you here, we are getting the 0 is Russia, European, Russia, none, China, Taiwan, and we are getting the 76. This is because in the between there are other lot of countries, but just I have given the df and it's not going to print. So here I am getting the 77 rows and 1 columns. Now we have the df, and then I have the df, but I should give something like head, and it should be 20, and then we are going to just get the 19. I should give the 21 and run it, then this is going to get the 20. So I have all this country name, so I have just scrap this one, but I have also scrap the area, and then so I'm not going to do all of those stuff. So subscribe to my channel and I will see you in the next tutorial. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Bye bye.